Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the HalfGen podcast. I am Chris, joining you as always, and I have another Not Ross for you today. You guys don't even know who this is. This is a longtime friend of the site, longtime friend of mine, John, a.k.a. Halo Knight 5555.
What up?
What up?
What up?
John harkens back to our old Rainbow Six days, back in the day of gamer, when we all called each other by our gamer tags. And
The days, man.
John, actually, of all of the gamer, I'm sure I've mentioned it on this show. Yeah, I've mentioned on this show that I met Ross, playing games and stuff. I met John the same way. John was actually the first one I met out of everybody in real life. He was on vacation and he made sure to stop. You were here for like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
Two or three.
Me and my mom were going to Manhattan. And we ended up staying in Connecticut, and then we took the train to Manhattan. And when we weren't doing that, I was hanging out with you.
Yeah, I remember we saw Revenge of the Fallen.
Dude,
I still remember, because the biggest thing that happened while you were here was when we were at Wendy's and my mom called me and told me Michael Jackson had died.
Right. I remember that.
You were here for that. We were at Wendy's about to go see Revenge of the Fallen because we were at Newberry Comics earlier that day, and I saw the Thriller record and I almost bought it.
Right.
And then I didn't, and then my mom called and was like, Michael Jackson just died.
Dude, so here's the thing, it doesn't feel like he's been dead that long.
I know.
Because
his legacy is so big.
Right.
The music never stopped. Oh man. Yeah, we had been talking for a while about trying to get John on the show. Yes. And Ross unfortunately had some unforeseen circumstances earlier today. Had every intention of being here.
Get some S in the chat.
Yeah. Ross is well, there's no chat today. We'll talk about that in a minute. So Ross is not here today. Everybody wish him the best. He's dealing with some stuff today, and we wish him well from the show. But it was the perfect opportunity to bring John and, kind of talk shop. It's not often I get another streamer on the show. Oof. And today seems like no better time to have a streamer on the show. There is no chat today. There is no stream today. John and I are both observing the Twitch Blackout to show our support for members of the community who are, constantly victims of hate raids and Twitch's overall lack of support for creators, and especially marginalized creators, though people of color, transgender, and everything in between. And it only says so much coming from a bunch of cis white dudes, but hey, you know what? We're still here to show our support. Right. And I think ultimately that's the important thing, is that we're here and we're lending our voice, and we're not lending Twitch our time today.
I mean, regardless of what it is, it shouldn't be tolerated on Twitch at all.
Absolutely not. I mean, there's no place for it.
But I mean, when you have thousands of people rating your stream, it's kind of hard to sit there and ban them all. I mean, I've heard upwards to like 25,000 bots rating at the same time.
Yeah, all just spamming hate messages, and it's just like, when is enough?
Right.
Where does the line get drawn?
Exactly.
So one day is a drop in the bucket for Twitch, but it's something, and it's a start, and it at least lets Twitch know that the community is willing to, draw a line in the sand and be like, this isn't good enough. Right. Whatever you're doing right now, it's not good enough. So, we're here for that. So you're not going to hear any any of the the Twitch chat.
S in the chat, boys.
No F's in chat today. So John, how you been, man? How's life?
I'm good. Just chilling, man. Just enjoying my new job. Enjoying married life.
There you go.
Trying to get back into the stream, man, because like it was kind of difficult for me for a while.
Yeah, because your schedule, I know, was really messed up from work.
Well, for one, work. Well, first off, I got banned for.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Still
Do you want to
don't
talk
even
about
know.
that?
I still don't even know the reason. I legitimately. So the thing that I narrowed it down to was I had gotten banned for whatever reason. They would not tell me the reason. Every time I message them, they'd be like, "This ban sustains." Like, I'm like, what does that even mean? So finally, I had seen a tweet from Twitch saying that like one of their top moderators or like whoever works for them was like banning people and like apparently not even looking at the reasons why he was banning people. And shortly after this, I was talking to my wife and I was like, maybe I should send another one in. I sent another one in and like literally like 2 days later, they're like, we're so sorry. Like we looked into this. Here's your channel back. And that was like 4 months of messaging them back and forth. And honestly waiting weeks on end for response. And then literally right after that, my job like did a bunch of crazy things to me. I'm not going to get into details about it because it would take way too long, but did a bunch of crazy things. I worked 6 days a week, sometimes 10 hours. I didn't know till an hour before my shift was up if I was going to work 10 hours or not. So like my night streams just went away because I never knew when I was getting off work. So I streamed as much as I could, but man, working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, it's kind of hard to come home when you have the energy to really like have an explosive stream or even a good stream or even be in the good mentality of trying to get that going.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I know that feeling. Honestly, like I remember when you got banned and it's easy for me to be biased and be like, no, not John. Like, he's such a nice guy. Why? How could you? But
Right.
like, it was really just a thing of like, no, but really, like, why did he get banned? And then it's a scary thing for me because it's like, could I get banned for nothing?
Right.
Like,
and
is it just one person reports my channel and it's over?
Right.
Like,
and realistically, like I said, I still don't actually know the reason why they even did it in the first place.
And that's the scariest part is that you still don't know why.
Right. I think
to this day.
I think somebody just came in and reported something and was like, I think what may have happened is like, they reported something. Twitch did not look into it because there wasn't a clip of anything of me doing anything, because, after I got like the ban lifted, I was like, okay, did like somebody make a clip on my channel of like me saying something or like cutting something off to make it sound a certain way or like, no clips were made. So like, I think somebody just came in, reported me, and then that was that.
That's crazy. It's insane. And,
right.
It's a scary thing. It is
right.
a very scary thing that it was that easy to just lose your channel potentially forever.
Right. Yeah. And I had some momentum in my channel at that point.
Those were still in the Halcyon Fortnite days.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, I was still going kind of strong with like almost 10 viewers a stream. And
you
got
after that, for context, everybody, we're not big poppin' streamers, not like some of the people we'll probably talk about a little bit later. But we do what we do because we like it.
Yeah. But I mean, like I lost all my momentum because I had to switch platforms and everything because I still enjoyed doing it.
Mixer was still a thing when you did that.
And that's what I went to. Just because I felt like it was the whole like they bought Ninja and they I just felt like maybe it was gonna go somewhere and I couldn't go to Twitch. So like it was either YouTube or it was Mixer. And I had already streamed on Mixer back in the day before I was affiliate. I did Twitch and Mixer both. So I had a little like 300 something like that followers on Mixer. So I was like, maybe I'll just
a smidge.
Maybe I'll just go to Mixer and maybe I can make something happen over there. And then I got my Twitch back. I was like, okay, I'm back.
Oh God. I don't know why, but just sitting in front of the camera, not to change the subject, but it's just like just sitting in front of the camera like this, just shooting the shit, really reminds me of the old Xbox 360 days. Like
Dude,
John and I would be up like till like 4 a.m, our Xbox cameras on, and it would just
dude.
be us in a party chat, just like talking about whatever. There was the time where John tried to convince me his house was being robbed. You're such an idiot. You're so stupid. You really thought I'd believe it.
Oh my god, dude. Being a stupid teenager, I kind of miss being that, Just man.
Yeah, being a stupid adult doesn't usually go your way.
Yeah, right. You're just like, you're dumb.
Oh man, but just like, oh god, this brings back memories, man. Those were the good
Dude,
old
I
days.
think about it all the time. Like Twitch was founded in 2006. I'm like,
Well, no, that was Justin TV.
well, I mean, even the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what were we doing? Like, what we were doing? We were doing.
We were
this
teenagers. We
years
didn't have any
ago.
money.
Man, so here's the thing. Here's the thing that really ticks me off. I had an Elgato. I had the original Elgato back in like 2010, 2009. I had bought in the original Elgato because I wanted to do YouTube stuff, and I bought a microphone and all this stuff, but I didn't know Justin TV or Twitch was a thing. I just thought it was like YouTube, and that was that. And like, man,
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah, if you could go back in time, how would things be different?
Oh yeah, I'd probably be right where I'm at, just streaming longer.
Yeah,
I've been
think
here
about
for
that
12
sometimes.
years, Sonny.
I think about that sometimes. It's like, even if I could go back, I could be like one of those early streamers, but it's like maybe I would just be exactly where I am. Maybe I'm not that good. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, if you go back in time with the knowledge you have, like a lot of the original streamers aren't doing like overlays and like all this other stuff. So like you would have like kind of like the insider on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you would be able to set up a real like professional looking stream.
Right.
If I could bring my PC back, oh man.
Oh, dude,
they'd be like, how are you running all these games so well? This game, wait till you see what's coming in 5 years.
Just
this game
never
is
show
a
them
joke.
a picture of your graphics card. They'll be like, what is that?
It's custom. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Show a picture. It's like, what is that? That's RGB, baby. How does your keyboard have all those RGB, baby?
Just everything.
You'll know about this in like 5 years.
RGB equals speed, okay?
I'll be Nightmare RGB.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh god. It's amazing though, like the streaming landscape and how so much. Have you seen all the stuff that's been going on today? I guess we're gonna just start with the news. Have you seen all the stuff that's going on today and yesterday?
Are we talking about Lupo and Tim?
We're talking about Tim and Lupo. Yeah.
Dude,
Tim was today. Dr. Lupo was yesterday. Both going exclusively to YouTube Gaming, which is huge because that means that their Twitch contracts expired. 2, that means that Twitch was willing to let them go.
I always think about this. I would like to see that side. Did Twitch let them go, or did they just go, hey, we're out? Like,
fair enough. Yeah. But I mean, like, I feel like at a certain point, if you're big enough, I feel like Twitch, opens up starts pulling out the blank checks and is like, what's it going to take?
See, I don't know, man. I think Twitch may have done that with Ninja. But since like Mixer shut down and then like Ninja's back on Twitch, of course. I mean, I don't know how they did it.
I wonder if Ninja's next. Is he the next one to jump ship, or does Twitch lock him down now?
I mean, dude, honestly, if Ninja and Mercs go, like, that's like almost all of your popular OG, because then you'll have Courage, Dr. Disrespect, Tim, Dr. Lupo, all on YouTube. And
I mean, they'll still have big names, and a lot of a lot of Twitch's big names now are in like IRL and stuff like that, which I feel like would still be very good, like would still be very popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that stuff doesn't stop being popular just because it's not on Twitch,
I mean, I still think, Twitch has still got Shroud, Summit, Nick Mercs, of course, Soda Poppin', Asmongold leading like all of World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy now. pretty much. If that
Yeah.
continues, if the whole Blizzard thing doesn't just completely explode at one point.
It's bound to eventually.
Yeah.
I was reading today, like the one of the original like lead devs on Diablo 2 is just like, I'm not supporting Blizzard. I'm not supporting Diablo 2 remastered, because somebody was like, hey, you should do a stream of this. I bet a bunch of people would like to see, your insights on it. And he's just like, no, I'm not going to support this. He's like,
Right.
I'm not supporting Blizzard until their employees get treated better.
Right. That's why I didn't play the beta for the Diablo 2.
I'll be honest, I played the beta because I wanted to kind of see it. But I'm not going to be purchasing the game.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had thought about it because it's this balancing act of, I want to support the developers that made it, but I also don't want to support Activision Blizzard.
Right.
And it's just getting to the point where there's so much inaction, and then like the way they're handling like the Call of Duty Vanguard stuff, where they're not even showing an Activision logo, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I shouldn't. Like, Activision has to sign off on that, and Activision's probably like, don't show our logo.
Right. And I
don't show our logo.
Honestly, I think after this whole thing's done, I think Blizzard's, depending on the way of the name or the way that this ends, I think the name will straight go to Activision. I think Blizzard will it won't be called Blizzard Activision. It'll just be called Activision.
I think they will drop the Blizzard from their name. I believe that will happen, because I don't think the Blizzard name has that value anymore.
No.
And I don't think it has since like the heydays of Overwatch.
Right. And I mean, I even uninstalled all of my Blizzard games. Like, I don't even have any of them installed anymore, just until this is all over. Which is unfortunate.
I mean, even then, I don't play a lot of their stuff, and it's a shame because the new Call of Duty looks like it's going to be really good. But like, I'm not gonna go out and buy that. If I'm not buying Diablo, I'm not buying fucking Call of Duty.
Right. I'm not blaming Activision, I guess. Like, I hold
you
Blizzard.
should. You should, because Activision has to be aware of everything that's happening.
Right.
And remember, Fran Townsend is an executive for Activision, and she's out there antagonizing their employees with, anti-whistleblower, articles and stuff, and then blocking employees.
Is that their HR, like the one that shredded documents?
No, she's something else. But like, Bobby Kotick can't. That's why Activision Blizzard as a corporation is being sued, because they withheld information on this whole investigation.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so they've been misleading shareholders for years now.
Right.
So Activision is not without sin in any of this.
Right.
They are just as guilty as Blizzard. And frankly, not knowing this stuff was going on is just as bad as knowing it and sweeping it under the rug.
And that's why I think the president stepped down, because even though he maybe not been a part of it, like,
who, J. Allen Brack?
It happened.
Oh no, he was a part of it. He was named in one of the lawsuits.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
no, he is. That's the thing. Like, the leadership of Activision is. Oh, we have a special guest. Is that a special guest there behind you?
Oh, Fox?
Getting pets?
You're going to be on a podcast.
Right. Oh, that's a new dog. I didn't know you had a new dog.
This is my wife's dog. That's now my dog.
Oh.
Yeah, she looks like a fox, acts like a fox. Her name's Shadowfax, named after the Lord of Horses, of course. Gandalf's mighty steed from Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for guesting. Do you have anything to say on the Activision Blizzard drama?
She doesn't have a care in the world.
I think she thinks it sucks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think she'd agree.
For sure.
Yeah. She seems like a smart dog. Well, thank you. Thank you for being a guest on the show. Yeah. Okay. You want to sniff? Can I quote you on that?
She's sniffing the mic.
Can I quote you on the sniffs?
All right.
I'm quoting her.
Okay, you can do that. I'm pretty sure she'll be okay with that.
I'm gonna quote this. Oh, she's trying to beat up Activision Blizzard, ladies and gentlemen. The dog.
That's her answer.
The dogs agree. Take them down.
So unfortunate, man, because I have so many memories of Blizzard games, from World of Warcraft to Diablo to Overwatch to
those memories don't have to go away. You can still fondly remember enjoying those games, right. But it's definitely a thing right now where going forward you have to be more select, and you have to be willing to not play a game. Excuse me, like, I've been asking for a Diablo 2 remaster for years. Pardon me. And now that it's coming out, I can't play it.
You can't.
I
Yeah, you
can't,
can't be
in good
excited
faith,
about it.
play that game. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So, and now Diablo 4 is tainted, because they had to fire a bunch of leadership from that game who participated in
Mhm.
like the Cosby Suite and stuff like that. And
Oh
now, you
God.
have to change the name. They announced that they're changing the name of McCree in
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yeah. I am going for Cowboys 76.
Cowboy 70. Okay.
Just let that stand.
Why not just go all the way? Cowboy 69.
Cowboy 69. Hell yeah.
XX Cowboy 420 XX.
I'm in it.
Just an old school gamer tag. Just how many X's does it take?
Right.
Oh God. But that's the point we're at, that they now have to rename characters in games, and they're going through their games and removing content
Yeah.
because they have this history of encouraging their most toxic employees.
Yeah.
And this is what you get. And it's as much a shame as it is like you had this coming moment, because they could have fixed it and they didn't. And I've heard speculation that a lot of people who like left Blizzard prior to all this happening left knowing this was coming,
Oh, I mean, sure,
including Mike Morheim.
you can't get away with all of that stuff, like, and not expect it to ever come out.
Yeah, and like frankly, this taints like the legacy of Blizzard, because this stuff has been going on long before Activision, and
I
so
mean, yeah,
Blizzard has apparently long been a toxic work environment. And
right,
again, like you can't take away the memories. Like there's nothing wrong with having enjoyed their games in the past, but it's going forward from here and acting like nothing is wrong that starts to become the problem.
right.
But that is what it is. I mean, Twitch is going through that right now with their own toxic culture, revolving around their streamers. And there was some reports, from former employees that like Twitch has this kind of like untouchable culture about them, where a lot of the OGs are like, no, we made Twitch, and we're not
Yeah,
we're not wrong. It's the people who are wrong,
yeah,
because they would rather keep 800 assholes who are going to hate raid somebody than ban them and leave 200 people who, they would rather have 1,000 paying customers than get rid of 800 bad apples and be like, okay, we're better off with these 200 people. They would rather
right,
keep everybody.
right. And I even seen a couple. I read an article today that, and even seen a couple TikToks of people saying that they're going into people's offline streams, saying some stuff and then reporting it, and then people are getting banned while they're not even live. So people are saying to just put your chat in emote mode only until you're live, because apparently, like, within their guidelines or whatever, you're responsible for your chat whether you're online or not, which I find is ridiculous, because what do you want me to do, look at my chat 24/7? Like, I have to
Yeah.
sleep, I have to go to work. Like, what do you like? How is that my responsibility strictly? Like, I'm on your platform, and why, yes, it should be my responsibility why I'm there and live. If somebody comes in and says something, crazy while I'm not even there, like, how does that fall on me? Like, you're the company that put the chat there, not me.
Yeah. Like, especially like an offline chat when it's clear you're not
Right.
there, like that.
And there
That's
has to be
too
a way
much.
for Twitch to be like, okay, this person wasn't even live. Like,
Like
because
they're
I
not
mean,
even in their chat.
right, because you can go into old videos. Like, I can go into my channel right now and watch an old video and comment, on it in the chat,
Yeah.
and it'll prompt me. Yeah, my Twitch will prompt me, like, somebody commented on this video, and you can go look at it. But at the same time, like, when you're typing in regular chat when I'm offline, Twitch does not prompt me when somebody does that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the whole industry is a mess right now, top to bottom. And
Dude,
there's a
for
lot of
real.
stuff that has to get fixed. Like even Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog's out there talking, and everybody's talking to them about like crunch and stuff like that. And they're like, well, some of our employees really want to work those extra hours. And so we don't want to set a limit on them and then they can't do what they want to do. And it's just like this, oh, you just totally don't understand, do you? You just don't have any understanding of what's really happening right now, do you? You just don't
Right.
get it at all.
Right. I mean, I'm not a business owner by any means, but like if somebody wants to stay and work, and you need it, let them. If somebody worked their shift and doesn't exactly wanna work that long, what's I don't see the issue with them not wanting the overtime. You save money, you do have people there that are working on the game.
Yeah. I mean, on one hand, yeah, if they want to do it, they want to do it. But at the same time, it's, create a healthier environment where your people don't feel like they need to do that to get stuff done.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah. John, I think we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be back. And when we come back, we can finish any thoughts we have on this, but we're going to talk about what we've been playing. How's that sound?
Yeah, great.
Sound like a plan? All right, guys, we will. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just saying, we're going to be right back. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. John is all lotioned up. He's ready to go. What is the scent?
Vampire's blood.
That's a choice.
Yeah. It's sorry. My wife's super into Halloween, so
my hands smell like black cherry Merlot.
Okay.
Fancy soaps.
See,
I got soap for Christmas. Was not upset.
You can't put human blood on your hands because then it'll attract vampires. You got to put the vampire blood, so then they, you're one of them.
Oh, okay. So that
900 IQ play right there.
There you go. I mean, that's it right there. Yeah. So, John, I don't know if you want to go first. I don't know if you've been playing a ton or if I'm going to talk a lot about Destiny. I'm letting you know.
Oh my God. Here we go, boys.
But yeah, I mean, you've been playing anything exciting recently?
I've actually been playing a lot, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So first off, Ghost of Tsushima DLC. Fantastic.
You don't have a PS5 yet, right?
Nope. Want one.
Okay, so you're playing the director's. Well, yeah. So you're just playing
on PS4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was still the director's cut or if they just sold the DLC. Okay.
I'm waiting for Mr. Beast to stop buying all the PS5s and giving them away. And then
you could just win one.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, I wish. So I beat that. That was fantastic DLC. It was just more of Ghost of Tsushima, which is there's nothing wrong with that because that game sounds great. Psychonauts 2.
I have also been playing Psychonauts 2.
Beat that. That was phenomenal. My God, best game this year so far, in my opinion.
Wow. I just got to the casino.
Okay, so you're.
I just started it today.
Right. I have an opinion about that game. That style of game, and what I mean by that is like, hey, the game starts. You have all your abilities from the first game. Here's better abilities. Here's new story. Like, just kind of gets you right in there. And not a lot of games do that nowadays. It was
they make
very old. It made me feel like I was on the original Xbox playing a sequel to something.
Yeah, I didn't actually play the original Psychonauts. So I'm coming into this, and I like that, at the beginning of the game, they have that little preamble for people like me, or for people who maybe just haven't played it in a while and forgot. But they have that thing where it's just let's tell you the story so far.
Right. Right.
And then, that did not prepare me for all the teeth I was going to be seeing in that first level. There was a lot of teeth.
Dude, right,
the zipper teeth was where I almost turned the game off.
Grossed me out too, dude.
When the teeth unzipped, I almost was like, nope, this game isn't for me.
Dude,
but I powered through and I ended up really liking it.
So good.
The zipper teeth is not something I'm comfortable with.
The weird thing about that game, and I didn't know this. I didn't know there was a Psychonauts VR game. Oh my God, excuse me.
Yes, that's the Rhombus of Ruin.
Right. The game picks up right after that, not
Yeah.
the original game.
Right.
So like I had not played the VR, so I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, this is where we're at. And then like it starts, I'm like, wait. And then I like Googled and I'm like, oh my God, there's a VR game.
Yeah, I think it was a PlayStation VR exclusive for a while.
That's weird.
Well, remember, they weren't purchased yet.
Right.
And Sony's putting more support behind VR than almost anybody.
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
at the time, it made perfect sense.
Right. Yeah. It's just weird because it's an Xbox exclusive game, and then it's just like, yeah, but this other one is on the other platform.
No, Psychonauts 2 is on PlayStation.
No, I mean like the first one.
Oh, no, Psychonauts is... Didn't they
The
remaster it?
Not that I know of. I thought the original was just on Xbox.
Let me double check now. Now I'm curious. Platforms. PlayStation 2.
Huh. Interesting.
Windows, Xbox, PlayStation 2, Mac OS, Linux.
Huh. Okay. Well, I was wrong. I thought that was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, no.
Did it have some like weird time thing? Because I don't remember that coming out on all the consoles.
I don't know. I'm looking right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to peek.
Oh yeah, launched on Windows, Xbox, and PlayStation 2. So wow.
Yeah, it looks like it came out on all of them at the same time.
It's been 16 years. All right, give me a break. Yeah, I thought that was an Xbox exclusive for some reason.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad it's not because it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games that like, and at the time it didn't sell very well when it first came out. Remember,
right?
So,
yeah,
being on one platform probably wouldn't have helped it all that much. But it has achieved a cult classic status, and I feel like this sequel is actually going to do very well. Because whereas I never really got interested in playing the original Psychonauts, this game being on Game Pass especially was for me, it was just like, well, I have no reason not to try it. And then, I so far I'm enjoying it. It feels like a decidedly kind of old school platformer, but it feels good like a modern game should.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't feel like I'm playing a PS2 game on on a Series X. It feels like I'm playing a Series X game inspired by maybe I should say an original Xbox, maybe not PS2, but you know what I mean.
Right.
PS2 was what I owned back then.
And man, that
was what I had. I can't help it.
The story is what pulls you in that game, man.
Yeah, it's real good.
When you get further into it, man, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's so good. The story is very good.
Yeah, I'm still surprised. Like, I kind of want to talk. We're gonna talk a little early spoiler stuff. This is the second level of the game I'm going to talk about here. I thought it was crazy that somebody as high in Psychonauts as what's her face? Isn't she like the
Zenato?
Like, yeah, Zenato. No, not Zenato. No, the lady.
Oh God, Agent
Forsyth?
Forbear? No,
Forsyth.
Forsyth. Yeah, because there's Forbear and there's Forsyth.
Yeah, so like that she would be one just like so fucking nervous about like, I'm not sending agents in the field. No, they're gonna fucking die. And then like how easy, like she leaves the room and she's like, it's gonna take more than a couple of kids to mess with a trained agent's mind. And it doesn't take a bunch of kids. It takes just one.
Yeah.
And he completely inceptions her.
So, and I'm not gonna.
And also, did you make socks with sandals connect with death?
Oh, hell yeah!
Because that's the best part. He's like, I would rather die than wear socks with sandals.
I think there's an achievement for
there
it.
Is
actually, yeah. So it'll make sense when you get later on in the game. A lot of stuff will make sense. But she is high up, but she's not like the best.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I get still how easily he got in there and just was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna change your mind real quick. Boop,
All
boop,
I'm
boop.
saying is you'll see. You'll see.
He must just be better than we think, I guess.
It makes a lot of sense, when you find out.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I kind of like I really like the art style and the visual style of the game. Yeah. It's a little like Burton-esque.
Right. Yeah.
But like not overly so. Like there's some stuff where it's like, okay, I could see this being in like a Tim Burton movie or something like that, like Nightmare or
Yeah,
something. But
right.
it definitely has a style all its own. Like Psychonauts seems like it would be an excellent animated series.
It almost feels like like somewhere between like a DreamWorks and a Pixar movie.
Yeah, like it. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. It like Psychonauts feels like you're playing a Saturday morning cartoon
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a very unique style to it, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to finish? What do you think?
Oh God, let's see. I started the day it came out. I streamed for like 3 hours, and then I think I streamed for another 2 hours, and then I think I played for like a good like 7 hours on Saturday, and then I probably played another 4 hours on Sunday. So roughly like probably like 16 hours, 17 hours. I did a lot of the side
Really?
stuff though. Like
Okay.
I tried to collect all the fragments I could. I don't have all of it done, but I tried to do all of the baggage, all of the fragments. I did a lot of the side quests too, because there are some side quests coming up that you can like do. Because it's like really weird in the
Shots.
middle of the game. It kind of like opens up kind of how the first one did. Because like in the first one you could wander around the camp. And in this one you can kind of wander around the headquarters.
All
So
right.
there's like some side stuff to do and like stuff to explore, but not that much stuff. But I mean, it's really easy to explore. You can do like all the exploring in like probably like 2 hours.
Well, good to know. Um, yeah. Anything else you've been jumping into recently?
So this is gonna be kind of funny. Not funny, but because we talked about Blizzard and Activision, so I've been doing the zombies.
Oh, yeah. You have been doing a lot of that
And so
recently.
I'm a huge fan of Treyarch zombies. I've loved them since
You
World
know
of
they're
War.
doing the zombies in the new one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, um, I am beating Black Ops 4 because when I initially played the zombies, I hated it because of all the changes they made to it. I didn't think it was a step in the right direction. I kind of came back to it because I was having trouble in the stream. Um, just like finding something that I enjoyed, you know? It's like, man, what do I enjoy? And I was like, zombies. So I was just like, I'm gonna play that just so I can have fun, you know, just it's a me game, you know? So I've been playing that, been beating all the Easter eggs. We actually just beat the last Easter egg on Black Ops 4 last night, and we're gonna start Cold War.
Ooh.
Coming up here next Monday. We're gonna be doing all those Easter eggs, which kind of cool because like
You want to
the
shout out your
store
Twitch real quick?
yeah, you guys, it's Halo Night 5555, twitch.tv.
There you go.
Uh,
Shameless plugs all
yeah.
the time. That's the
Yeah.
HalfGen way.
The HalfGen way. But
how
yeah,
we do.
so like this Cold War story is like gonna play into the new Vanguard story. So, and they haven't released all the maps. I think there's 2 out now. I think there's 3 total. One comes at launch, and then there's 2 DLCs so far. So I'm gonna try to catch up and then try to do the zombie stuff kind of live when it comes out, and then I'm probably gonna get Vanguard just for the zombies.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You know, if you enjoy it, you know, hopefully Activision has taken some steps by then where you can, you know, feel good supporting one of their games, or at least
Right.
feel better.
Right.
You know, once their people are properly supported.
Right. And then
Yeah.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've been trying to beat that for so long. I'm like 60 hours in, and I
Yeah,
still
you've
don't feel
been
like I'm
playing
close.
that for a long time.
Dude, I would say I probably have maybe just over 1% of half the map uncovered right now. And I just the way
John, that's a lot. 1% of half.
I'm saying like 51%. I'm saying that's what I meant. I'm saying like I haven't even uncovered like it, like there's still so much of the map left, and the story doesn't feel like it's slowing down at all. Like it you you have to like go to all these different regions, and like you have to go to every single region in the game, and there's like maybe like 12, 13 regions, and I mean each region takes like 6 hours, it feels like. It's just it's very Assassin's Creed is a love-hate relationship with me. There is Assassin's Creed that I can play through, like I can't put it down. And then there's an Assassin's Creed that takes me like 2 years to beat because I feel like it drags on too long.
I remember you were playing Odyssey for a long time.
Odyssey, dude, so good. One of my favorite Assassin's Creed games is Odyssey. Black Flag and Odyssey are probably two of my favorites, other than Brotherhood. Originally, I'd say Brotherhood, and then Black Flag and Odyssey are probably my favorite Assassin's Creed games. Those ones are so good.
I haven't actually played a ton of Assassin's Creed games. I played the first one, didn't like it. Played the second one, liked it a lot, didn't finish it.
Oh,
Played the third one, hated it.
what?
Yep.
Oh, that blows my mind,
Hated
dude.
Assassin's Creed 3. Then the next one I played after that was Syndicate, because that was the one that had the setting that I was like, yes, this setting is perfect. These characters seem really cool. It's the only Assassin's Creed game to this day I have completed.
That took me like 3 years to beat. Syndicate was one of those ones that was slow for me.
Yo, Syndicate, I loved Syndicate. I powered through. I got that on like my PS4 early on, and I just powered through it, man. I remember I got in a high level zone before I was supposed to. I spent like 20 minutes killing a level 9 guard, just like spamming the attacks. I'm like, you're dying today, son.
That's one of my gripes with the new Assassin's Creed is all the level stuff. Just the set, I should say the Ubisoft mentality. Everything's got to have loot. Everything's got to be Destiny-esque. Everything's got to have levels. It can't Ghost Recon, man. They turned Ghost Recon into like a looter shooter.
But they paid the price for that.
It's like, dude, Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands,
so good.
Was so good.
So good.
I was so excited. Started playing Breakpoint. And I was like, I absolutely hate this. I played maybe like 2 hours of that game, and then I was like, I'm done.
No, fair enough. Yeah, I really liked Syndicate. Like, it was the setting, it was the environment. Like, it just felt good to climb. It was one of those maps that you could like jump from rooftop to rooftop. Like, it had everything. It's a good reason it was the last one of those Assassin's Creed games, is because it was it had everything one of that style of Assassin's Creed games needed.
Right.
It had the hibbity bibbity jumping from rooftop to rooftop. It had satisfying combat. I 100%ed the whole map. Like, I cleared the whole map. I took everything over. I enjoyed that game. It had the loot stuff, but it wasn't too crazy. So like, when I got an upgrade, it felt like a tangible improvement. And so, I really like that. So by the end of the game, I was just like, wow, this is really good. And then I unlocked like that World War I segment, and I was just like, boy, this is so cool.
So
but
good.
I don't think I can do this right now.
Right.
But I really like that one.
Coming off of Unity, because Unity was right before Syndicate. Unity is the worst Assassin's Creed game.
See, Ross has played that like in the last like maybe a little over a year. He really liked it. Like, post the fixes, he enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah. I haven't. I beat it, and I don't think they had fixed any of the stuff that was wrong with it when I was playing it.
Yeah, he played it on PC. He really liked it. And then he started playing Origin. I liked Origin, but Origin was good. I liked Bayek. Like, I liked the character. Yeah. And then I got Odyssey for free because I beta tested Stadia. And then I never played it after that. And then I got the new one, Valhalla. I got that for free with the laptop I bought. And I never played that. Because like these games, they're like, yeah, it's going to be like 100+ hours. And I was like, boy, do I not want to have time for that.
Yeah, I mean, like Origins for me, it was a very slow one. It took me like a couple of years to beat that one. I think it was like 2 years for me to beat Origins. Just because like it felt, the map was like desert town, more desert town. And I know it's Egypt, but like when you play Odyssey, like when you're traversing the world, like whether that be on your horse, on foot, or on the boat, you're always doing something. You're always running into something.
Yeah.
You're always finding something interesting. And as far as like Origins and Valhalla goes, it's like, oh, here's a field, here's a town.
But that also made sense for those settings in a way.
But but they didn't make it interesting. Like, like in Origins, or in Odyssey, sorry, you would like you're sailing the ocean. You were either finding supplies or you're battling boats, or you were like, oh hey, what's over there? Or you'd see something, you'd be like, okay, let's go over there. Like I don't feel like in Origins or Valhalla that's like a natural kind of like it's too flat, I guess. Too flat and
Okay,
there's not enough
that's
stuff.
fair.
There's too much open area. Whereas like in Odyssey, the open area was the ocean, but they had stuff going on the ocean. And it was
Okay.
different because you were on a boat. You weren't just a guy running around on land.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I can't really disagree with you on
Right.
the Odyssey stuff. I wasn't there. Uh,
Right. Dude, but if you haven't played Black Flag, dude, I will tell you,
I'm not
100%
interested
worth
in the
it.
boat stuff.
Worth it. It's worth it.
I don't know. I'll probably never end up playing it.
Dude, man. It's
I've heard it's really good. I'm just probably like I really liked Syndicate, and I don't think I want to go back to that age of Assassin's Creed, except to maybe you know, play Syndicate again.
yeah. Yeah, and Syndicate, I liked the map and everything. It was just the story. The story was slow for me.
Yeah, I really liked the story. I liked the characters. Like it was funny because at the beginning I was like, "Oh, the brother's a real dickhead. I don't like him."
Right.
And the sister was really cool. And then as the story goes on, my opinion shifted, and I'm like, "Oh no, the brother is really an awesome dude, and the sister's a dickhead."
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Okay. And by the end of it, I'm like, oh, all right, they're both dickheads, but they're both endearing dickheads.
right. And the thing that keeps everybody coming back to Assassin's Creed games is the actual like present day story. Um,
No, I couldn't care less about the present day story.
see, that's
I
what
would
keeps
never
me
play an Assassin's
playing
Creed
them.
for that.
That's what keeps me playing them. Like that whole like section of the game. Maybe one day getting a present day assassin. Like I've been waiting for that since game one.
Maybe someday. I mean, I was more interested back when it was that main guy and then they killed him and that Desmond
Altair.
or whatever.
It was Altair. Oh, Desmond. Desmond was the present day, and then there was
Yeah.
Altair, and then there was Ezio.
No, I know the characters, but I'm saying the modern day story with Desmond, kind of seeing that come to fruition would have been cool, but then they killed him off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I've heard in recent Assassin's Creeds that maybe he is not as killed off as people thought.
and that's kind of why I'm trying to soldier through Valhalla to see what's going on. So yeah,
I've heard that maybe he's not super dead.
dude, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
I think that would be cool, and then that would get me interested in that story because, oh, that could be dope.
The thing that was good about Assassin's Creed, especially back in the day, is like they would always end on a cliffhanger, like, and then they would within the first 5 minutes of the game, then the next one coming out, they would explain, and you would just have a new problem to you would
Yeah,
you would kind of get that answered for you, and then kind of go on to your next problem, and that's what was so good. And then they in 3 when they killed Desmond, you're like, oh my god, what's the next game? And then you play it, which is Black Flag, by the way, and you're like, okay, I'm waiting for it. And then it doesn't happen. They don't explain it. It's just wait, is that actually what happened? And then you're just heartbroken.
yeah, no, I get that. Anything else you've been
I don't think so, man. I've been playing a lot.
looks at his shelf?
Dude, I really need to. Yeah, I don't think I've been playing anything else. Black Panther DLC I played recently for the
Ooh,
Avengers
how you
game.
enjoying that?
I beat it. It was fine.
Oh,
Yeah, they it was really weird the way they did that commercial. They were like, yeah, over 25 hours. It's like, oh, that sounds like a great DLC, and then you realize it's not the DLC. It's the just the whole general story is now 25 hours long, including the Black Panther. Black Panther I did in 6 hours,
oh.
4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. So it's yeah, we added 5 hours onto the total story, and it's okay. They were marketing it for people that hadn't bought the game yet. But despite that, Black Panther was actually really good, introducing some new villains. Black Panther feels great. Wakanda was actually really cool to go around and traverse. I want to see more from that game. I want to see them change it. Because right now the way that's set up, they don't need to change very much, but that game could be great.
Yeah, I mean, you can always feel it, like, kind of, like, just under the surface of that game that, like, "Oh, there's a
Mm-hmm.
really good game here,
Yep.
just not the game they made."
Like the fact that I can switch to Captain America and be playing the same game and be like, holy crap, I feel like Captain America, and then go to like Thor and be like, I feel like Thor. Like the guy that did the combat for this game is the guy that did the combat for God of War 4. And so that's why the combat feels so good. But like it's just like it almost feels like the loot and like just some of the mechanics in the game just like hold it back from being what I feel like it should be. Like I almost want like raids. Like I want them to do like an event where it's like, okay, Thanos is here. Like you have to stop him from getting the 6 Infinity Stones with like 6 other players, you know, or what 8 other Avengers, and you have to stop him and then you have to fight him. Like I want some stuff like that. Like I don't feel like the boss fights are very like challenging. They're really like just button smashing. They're not like mechanic. Like I want mechanical stuff, like kind of like how Destiny is, where it's like, okay, we're at this step. We gotta, you gotta stand here. You gotta stand here. We gotta channel this laser beam into this wall. Like I want stuff like that.
Somebody watched me play Garden last week.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Somebody watched me do the Garden
Not
raid
me.
last week.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, I just feel like that game could be more, because like you really feel like when you switch the heroes, you really feel like that hero. I just feel like they just need to do more to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Avengers could be like it's a game that just has like this untapped potential to it, and like
Right.
you can feel it there, but it just doesn't use any of it. And like the thing is like Avengers is like when you get into it, you can get into a good groove and you can have a lot of fun.
Mhm.
But once you stop, it's so hard to go back, because it's just like once you stop, it's like, well, there's nothing really important for me to go back there for. So why don't I just
Right.
play Destiny again? You know, for me, or why don't I just
Right.
play Valhalla for you, or
Right.
Zombies?
Yeah, exactly. Like
There's nothing about the game that keeps me there.
like it's Marvel. Like let's go bigger. Like they're like, I know they're like right now they're kind of like in this trend of like, all right, we're introducing new heroes and like their lands and like their stories and all that. Like, but I almost feel like you did that with the initial game, and now you got to push your story forward more than what they're going at a steady, like a really slow steady pace, and I feel like they need to pick it up or they're not going to get to their 15th hero that they want to announce, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be tough for them. I think it's going to be tough for them to get to where they want to go on that, because I wonder how long Square Enix is really going to put money into that.
Right.
Because that game didn't make money. You know, Outriders apparently didn't make a ton of money because they didn't get their checks. They didn't get any royalties.
Dude, and Outriders, man, like I don't even feel like going back to that game. Like
I know, I just uninstalled it last night because I was like, you know, it won't take me any time if I want to reinstall it if somebody wants to play, but it's like,
right.
The game's not doing anything special, and it's another perfect example. It's another Avengers where it's like when I'm playing it, excuse me, I have a good time.
Right.
But when I'm not playing it, there's nothing about Outriders that makes me be like, ooh, do you guys want to play Outriders?
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody says that. Nobody says, oh my God, yes, let's play Outriders. You know, it's just like, it's John being like, hey, I want to finish this game because it's on Game Pass. And me being like, yeah, sure, I'll play that game with you because that's the only way I'll play this game.
And there's nothing else to play. And I feel like a lot of games are struggling with that right now. I remember when we were young, we would literally think about a game all day and we'd talk to our friends all day.
Halo 3 was the game you're thinking of.
Well, just, I mean,
I know.
There's multiple games, like Gears, you know, like, dude, like...
Too Human?
What did Mom say, Karen?
We still need to play that again.
But, like, there's
I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting that go.
Oh, God.
You can keep ignoring it all you want. I'm not letting it go. We're playing Too Human. It's going to happen.
All right.
I've heard it holds up shockingly well.
Maybe one day. One day.
Maybe someday soon.
When it gets that FPS boost, I'll...
How do you know it doesn't have it?
Dude, that'd be... Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get me to install it to look.
It's free.
I think I have it.
I have it somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
I
have
need
it in
that
a stack
game.
of games somewhere.
I need that game that I'm excited to play. Like I'm thinking about it all day. I'm thinking about how I can make content around it. Like I need that exciting game, and everything just feels blah right now, except for Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2
Yeah.
is I couldn't put that game down.
Well, see, back in the day, it was different because we only bought the big games and we had to make them count. It was why we spent so many hours in Two Worlds multiplayer, just like role playing and bullshit in that
But it was
rectangle map.
but it was fun.
It
Like
was fun.
regardless of anything, I don't care what anybody says. That game was fun. The
That
game had
game
a
was fun.
unique control scheme. It was doing things that other games weren't doing. Um, and it was just fun to sit there and play that.
To this day, I still enjoy that game.
Yeah, I
I
probably would
have
too.
played it recently enough. Hold on, I want to see actually when the last time I booted that game up was, because now I play it on PC. Hold on, Two Worlds. Last time I played Two Worlds actually was just over a year ago, August 30th, 2020.
Jeez.
But it has been a year since I played that game.
Yeah, it just well, see, and here's the thing, like not every game was co-op back then. So like the games that were co-op, we really had to like, you know,
Yeah.
me and you really wanted games that we could play together, not just be in a party and chat and chat. And Two Worlds was the first like open world esque like Skyrim game that really you could play as with a friend.
Yeah.
I think that's why we enjoyed it the most. And I mean, still, Elder Scrolls still isn't doing stuff like that. Which, I mean, other than online, Elder Scrolls Online. But I really wish like Skyrim, like I know there's mods now and stuff like that, but that would be cool to play with somebody.
Yeah. I mean, like that's the thing is nowadays those games are just MMOs, you know?
Right.
And that kind of sucks. I get it, but it kind of sucks, because like Elder Scrolls Online is a good game. It's fun, but it's not the same as like playing Skyrim in co-op.
I really,
If we could do that,
right. I really feel like there's something there. I feel like there is like honestly, if Bethesda would have been able to deliver on Fallout 76 and really gave you that Fallout co-op experience, which I mean, now I haven't played it, but like now they have NPCs and all that stuff, and now it might be worth it. But like initially, if they probably would have delivered on that, it probably would have been a whole different story. I really want that with like, is it Elder Scrolls 6 that's coming out? Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, whenever that comes out.
Oh god, that's probably dude. They're probably looking on Starlink right now more than anything.
Yeah, Starfield. They just
Starfield,
showed
Starlink.
some
What
like
am I saying?
concept art stuff recently. Because
Right.
that's coming out in a little over a year.
Right. Yeah, they're probably doubling down on that.
100%.
But the question begs is Elder Scrolls going to be a exclusive?
It sounds like it. Being that Starfield is, it sounds like it's going to be.
Right. I don't see. I mean, Microsoft spent what, couple billion,
$7.5 billion.
Like I don't see them not doing it to get their investment back.
Yeah, but they make their investment back faster by making it multi-platform.
Yeah, true. Here's the thing. I view that way, but then Phil Spencer, the way that he wants everybody to play like now, like together, like he's got that mentality.
But if Phil Spencer wanted everybody to play, he'd support multiple platforms. Sony would do the same thing.
True.
That's the thing. Is the only reason that neither of them wants to go fully multi-platform is because they both have a platform to sell. If all Sony did, if Sony stopped selling PlayStations, and they were like, hey, you know what? Like, but they won't because that makes them a lot of money. But if Sony ever just wanted to be a game publisher, like they could totally do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they would make a Nintendo. Imagine how much Zelda sells right now on Nintendo platforms.
Right.
Breath of the Wild sold over 20 million units. Imagine when you start adding PlayStation, Xbox, and PC to that.
Yeah, true.
Now it's 40 million.
Right.
Adding it to 3 platforms, granted you're going to lose some of those Switch sales, but like I would at least say 35 million easy right there, just because you released it on all those other platforms.
Right.
But that's the thing. Those platforms only exist because there are these exclusive games.
Right.
The
Yeah.
thing with Bethesda that makes it a bit of a different scenario is that Microsoft went out and bought a publisher.
Right.
Microsoft went out and bought a multi-platform publisher and made them exclusive, which leaves a bad taste in the mouths of people who were like, "Boy, I really wanted to play that game on my PlayStation."
Right. Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
affect
But
me because I was going to play Starfield on PC anyway.
when you make decisions like Xbox did the last like 6 years, where you're kind of getting rid of all your exclusives and just you know doing you know God set pretty much setting up for what they're doing now. Um, it was just kind of like, what are you guys doing? Like, and now they're like, they realize that they need exclusives, and so they're buying all these studios. But at the same time, it was
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you guys should have never. You guys were you guys were leading exclusives at one point. Like,
I wouldn't
what
go
you
that far. They still they had a few. Their exclusives were selling well, but they still didn't have a ton.
right? But what I meant is like, maybe not leading in numbers, but they were like the exclusives were more talked about on 360.
You're right.
Um,
Gears was never more popular than it was on 360 as far as I'm
right,
concerned.
like Mass
And
Effect.
Halo, yeah,
Mass Effect,
Mass Effect 1,
Left for Dead, Left for Dead back on the 360. Like there was a lot of like really high selling games that were on 360 that like they just didn't do in the
yeah.
last generation. And
But then
um
they got supplemented by the likes of Infinite Undiscovery
right,
and The Last Remnant and God, I wish Microsoft would just do it. But how about a Lost Odyssey remaster? Come on,
dude,
Lost
right,
Odyssey is so good.
yeah,
Xbox 360 had one of the best modern one of the best modern classic JRPGs of all time. What a sentence. And it's just sitting there.
dude,
And
right.
it
Which is
pains me.
hopefully maybe one of these studios is working
Well,
on that.
Mistwalker said they're not going to do it. So Microsoft's
Mm.
got to get somebody else, and they got to get Mistwalker to sign off on it because Lost Odyssey is too good to just be a 360 game.
Right now, I'm just worried. I mean, Coalition gonna do a great job with Gears of War 6, of course. I'm worried about Fable. I want to see Fable, and I'm worried about Halo right now.
I'm more confident in Fable than I am in Gears.
I am very, very worried about Halo right now.
Yeah, Halo is making a lot of. They came out and they were like, "Hey guys, we got this campaign and this free multiplayer and all this stuff," and everybody was like, "Oh my god, yes!" And then they were like,
right.
"But we're not going to have online co-op. We're not going to have co-op at launch. We're not going to have Forge at launch, and you can only level up your battle pass with challenges, not XP." And it's just like, "Oh, Halo, what are you doing?" It's like, imagine like,
Dude,
you start dating this person and they seem really great, and then you realize they have multiple restraining orders.
Well, like it's like coming out of 5, like this is how it's been for me. Is coming out of 5, I was like, oh, okay, like what's like I'm worried about 6. And then they made an announcement about 6, and I was like, okay, you have my interest. And then they showed that gameplay that like wasn't even rendered and like all that stuff, and it was like, what is this? And then they announced that like if you buy the battle pass, you keep it, you can switch it. They announced the multiplayer, all that stuff. I was like, yes, this is it. Like this is Halo's play. And then they were like, no co-op at launch, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like people like Halo
Delay
is
the
one of those
game.
games. Halo
Delay
is one
the
of those
game.
games that it's not a Call of Duty. You don't buy it for the multiplayer. You buy it for the campaign, the co-op campaign, and the multiplayer. That is a 3-piece game that needs to launch with all those things. I could care less if Forge comes later. Let it come later. Who cares? That
I think co-op is integral to the Halo experience.
Yeah, for real, it is.
I think like, and that's why not having split screen co-op in Halo 5 was such a big deal,
right?
Because it is so important to that experience.
Right.
It's why in Halo 3 every player had a character, because they were like, yo, this is 4-player co-op and everybody needs to be someone,
Right.
And that's why they thought they wouldn't have done that if co-op was just an afterthought.
Right.
You don't make these 2 new characters and make lore about them, just because, oh, well, Halo needs camp co-op. Fucking just put these dudes in and write some shit. No, you don't do that. And like, I think by not having co-op at launch is it the end of the world? No. But at the same time, it's one of those cuts that like makes me think like, just delay the game.
Right, exactly.
If you can't have co-op in the game for launch,
yeah,
there's got to be corners getting cut somewhere.
Right, and then they're like, "Oh, it'll come
Delay
in
the
season
game.
1. It'll come in season 1 3 months." And it's like, "Okay." Like, I almost feel like they're trying to push it out for the 20th.
No, the 20th is this year.
Like, the 20th anniversary. Yeah, I feel like
November
they're
15th.
right, I almost feel like they're like Microsoft's like, "Hey, we have to push this out this year because it's the 20th anniversary
Oh,
of
push
Halo,
it
and
out this year. Yeah, but
it
they're
needs to come out
launching on
this year."
December 8th. So that
Right.
doesn't even make sense because they're missing it.
Right, yeah,
They're
exactly.
launching the console that looks like it on the 15th.
Yeah, and I think the controller and the hard drive as well?
Yes, I think so.
Which the
I don't
hard
know.
drive, I'm actually really excited about that, even though I'm annoyed about it at the same time. Hard drive looks cool. Annoyed that I still can't install my X and Series X games on it and play them.
No, you never will. Honestly, they're not going to do that.
It's so annoying. The
But
1 terabyte storage is so annoying.
storage.
Storage.
Did you get one of the expansion things for it?
No, because it's like $200. Like, why would I
I
buy
bought
a
one.
terabyte for $250? Like, when they have like a 2 or a 4,
I got it
maybe
for
I'll
like
buy it.
one. I got it for $189, and then
That's
once
I don't know.
the I'm not signing up for the beta ring, but once my PS5 gets updated, I'm putting this bad boy in it.
Okay.
I got the same one that Mark Cerny bought, so
Right.
this is going in the PS5 once that becomes
I
permanent
need more
thing.
storage, man. Like, I need more storage than just a terabyte. You know, when you got Call of Duty, that's literally 200 gigs. Like, I almost feel like these companies are like, yeah, we're just gonna.
Well,
make
that's Call of Duty's fault for being 200 gigs. I mean, Destiny literally cut content because they were like, yo, we got to make our game smaller. And then Call of Duty's just like, yeah, we need your whole hard drive.
Right, dude.
Just
for
the whole
real,
thing.
Though.
Get a
For
different
real.
hard drive and put us on that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm concerned about Halo. I'm
like
just
Call
because,
of Duty should be like a $200 game, and it should come with the storage expansion. It should come with like a 500 gig expansion. It'd be like a $100 game. Come with the 500 gig expansion. Be like, this is your Call of Duty drive. Call of Duty will only install to this drive.
Dude, and I feel like they're not like they're either like not compressing files or like they're just like because like Call of Duty, yeah, it's a good looking game, but like why is it 200? Like there's no reason this should be 200 gigs. Like God of War 4 looks better than this, and it fits on a 50 gig Blu-ray disc. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that are like way bigger than Call of Duty, but are not that big file size.
Like what is it? Like Master Chief Collection's like over 100 gigs, and it's like, okay, I get that. It's like 7 games. Red Dead Redemption 2. I understand that. That is a beautiful game, and that is a huge map, and there's a lot going on. It's like 110, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to see how big. Wow, yeah, Master Chief Collection on PC is 135, almost 136 gigs. What the fuck? That's a lot.
That is a lot, but at the same time, like you've got the Halo 1 remaster, you've got the Halo 2 remaster, you've got Reach, ODST.
Yeah, but that's Halo 4. Lot. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fucking lot.
Dude, it is.
God damn. Yeah, I think Halo is going to actually be really good. I'm very confident that Halo is going to be good. And now it's just a matter of them making good on it. I wish them all the best because this, even though Phil Spencer's like, oh, the future of the franchise doesn't hinge on Infinite. For a lot of people, it does.
I'd say for people our age, yeah. Just because it's going to be the end of Master Chief and Cortana's story, I would imagine.
You would think. Because I don't think Halo can't keep growing. It's a sad truth because like Halo is not Mario. Halo is a long, continuous journey. Mm-hmm. And Mario is a bunch of isolated adventures that maybe kind of just like Zelda, maybe kind of sort of take place on this timeline, but not really. And there's allusions to like other stuff, but really all these games are mostly isolated. And unless they're a direct sequel to a game, like that's Nintendo's way of making sure that, Mario and Zelda and all those games are timeless. And that's kind of the problem they have with Metroid is this one timeline where it's like, okay, here's the first game. And then here's all the Metroid Prime games.
Yeah.
And then there's Metroid 2. And then
Right.
there's Super Metroid and Fusion and now Dread. And it's just like, hold on a second. So you're telling me there are 4 mainline games with one coming out this year,
Right.
but between the first game and the second game, or the second, I never remember which one it takes place, but you're telling me there are 4 games, including Hunters, that take place
between
these 2 games.
Right. Yeah, right.
You're telling me this.
Yeah,
these games came out in like a 6-year period.
Yeah.
And they take place between these 2 really early games.
Right. It's like,
and that for years, Metroid Fusion was the latest in the series.
It's like they didn't know where to go with the story, and they were just like, we can just make it in between these 2, and then
just put it in between here.
We want.
All the Prime games take place between 2 mainline Metroid games. That's the scary thing, is they fit all this material between these 2 games, and it's just like, and it's all canon,
right?
And you know.
You saying something about Mario just makes me think, like, end of Halo 6, they're just gonna have somebody kidnap Cortana, and one of the brutes is gonna become the Bowser-like character. And he's just gonna kidnap Cortana.
Master Chief is just gonna go from castle to castle, just like shooting people. Dun-dun-dun-dun. The prince,
he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm giving the Goombas back their bomb."
Sir, permission to leave the station. Hold on, that's gonna be the title of the episode: giving the Goombas back their bomb. Hold on, I need to write this down.
That would be the line, man.
John, I'm glad you were on this week because you just gave me the best title I think we've ever had. That's a win. I'm gonna tell Ross he's gonna be super jealous he wasn't here.
I just want Mario to stand there and just be like horrified that Master Chief is just exploding.
Yeah, Mario's
castles.
just there at the beginning.
Yeah, just
Mamma Mia!
Like, dude, so good.
Oh no,
dude! Oh my god!
Oh man,
that needs to be a thing now. I think
For what purpose, Master Chief? Giving the Goombas back their bomb. Permission granted.
He's just like riding one of those bullet.
That's how they're gonna introduce him to Smash now.
Dude,
it's just gonna be the trailer, and it's gonna dun-dun-dun. It's like permission to leave the station. For what purpose, Master Chief? To give the Goombas back their bomb. And he just like rides the bomb onto the battlefield. You just hear dun-dun-dun-dun. It's like the Chief, Master Chief finishes the fight. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
That would be so awesome, man. If they don't make that a thing.
He just brings like one of the little POW buttons. And he's just riding it down to the arena. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I should just tweet at Phil Spencer and be like, you need to get Master Chief in Smash, and this is how the trailer should go.
He's got to give the Goombas back their bomb. Like, and it's just Bowser, and he's just like, huh? You just look up, and you just hear in the distance, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dude, and
then it gets closer, and he just points at it, dun-dun-dun-dun.
That'd be so sick,
and then to top it all off, it's 2 characters. Then the Doom music kicks in, and it's Doom Guy as well.
Dude, oh my god, dude. Master Chief is
because now,
Doom Guy,
listen,
man.
Master Chief has a grapple hook. Doom Guy has a grapple hook. They could be Echo characters. They're the same Echo character. Dude, I just put 2 characters in Smash right there. That's how you end the past. That's how you end new characters coming to Smash. You drop the bomb on the Goombas, and then you bring in the Doom Guy to clean up.
And then you bring the Doom Guy.
Bro, that's it. That's the last character in Smash. It's Master Chief with the Doom Guy as the Echo character.
That would be pretty lit.
Finish the fight and then take him to hell.
Dude, wow, man. Jesus. Like, if it's not bad enough to like get your ass kicked by Master Chief, and then you like die and you wake up in hell, and there's like the Doom Guy just, ripping and tearing.
And you got the same guy playing guitar for both of them. So he goes from dun-na-na-na to dun-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That would be intense.
You just hire one guy. He does the music for everything. Just need guitars. That's all you need.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
That's funny. I just love how we're jumping around topics like so much.
Dude, welcome to the HalfGen podcast. It's all about the tangents.
We're hitting multiple topics in multiple conversations.
Bro, this is how we do. You just figured it out.
I'm just a natural.
Yeah, you really.
Well,
we got to have you on more often.
Can't wait. Yeah, we need it. I need to get on when Ross is on. We need to do like an episode where maybe next time I get on, we can be all three of us.
Yeah, I know next week he's on call, so I gotta
Mm.
I gotta fill in. I gotta get somebody to fill in next week. But yeah, he wanted to be on this week, and just unfortunately, things came up.
Right.
But
Dude, I mean, this is my very first podcast ever doing.
it's a lot
anything
like
this.
streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's really similar because you just talk about shit you like, and you just
Right.
talk to an audience that isn't there.
I mean, F's in chat, boys.
So it's a lot like Twitch in that way. All right, I'm gonna run through a couple. You already talked about Psychonauts. Real quick, was there anything else that you played before I jump into mine?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
No.
I played a little more Mini Motorways. I don't know if you've seen that game. It's very frustrating. It's very fun, but very frustrating because losing in it is like a kick in the balls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that game. I think I've seen the trailer for that.
It's like this really cool game where it's like the city kind of builds itself and you have to connect the roadways to everything.
Right, yeah.
Until the roadways can't support the traffic anymore and you just lose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like my life, but yeah.
Yeah,
continue.
no, yeah, it's yeah. It is a game that, like, more than almost any other game, I hate to lose.
Right.
I hate the feeling of losing in it because it's like all my hard work for nothing. I played more Parkitect, which is such a fun game. If you ever get that, like, if you find that on a Steam sale, it's okay. You ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon, John?
Yeah.
You like Roller Coaster Tycoon?
I'm not a huge fan of that style of games, but
what if I told you though, you could play a modern take on Roller Coaster Tycoon in online co-op?
Maybe.
That's Parkitect.
Maybe. I feel like the other person would just be stopping me from ramming roller coasters into pedestrians like I did on Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Well, you can't really ram them into pedestrians, but
man.
you can custom build all your roller coasters though.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I remember Roller Coaster Tycoon, you could like unfinish, like you could like not finish the roller coaster and just have the ride just like.
Oh yeah, no, I mean technically you could still do that, I'm sure. But yeah. Yeah, no, it's yeah. I'm trying to build a good park, John.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to build a successful park.
Yeah.
Not
welcome to Chili's.
Not Death Traposaurus Rex. But yeah, I've been playing more of that. And what the hell else? There was something else. I played that new Aliens game, that Fireteam Elite. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen much of that.
I have. I want to get it.
It's real fun.
I just don't know if I can justify the money. I feel like it might be like a sale game.
I bought it because my buddy has it, and Zane, you know Zane.
Yeah.
He loves it, and like he's been talking about it. So he convinced me to buy it, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll buy this. And I was like, if I play less than 2 hours, I don't like it, I'll just refund it. But I ended up having a great time. Like it's a fun, like kind of Left 4 Dead-y kind of game. Like the atmosphere is really great. The music is really good. And you're just shooting Xenos, man. Objective to objective, just shooting Xenos.
Right. I heard that like the matchmaking was like broken or something, so I was gonna wait. But yeah, I'm a huge Aliens fan, so I'm definitely gonna get it.
They nail like the sound effects, like the gun and everything, the machine gun, like the
right.
That like weirdly like badly mixed audio of that assault rifle, and it's just like, no, they got it, they nailed it.
Yeah, I might have to get it, man. It's only like $30 at Walmart.
It's real good. You should totally get it.
The only thing is it's not crossplay. So like I got a couple of people that have bought it on PC, and then
I bought it on PC. If you get it on PC, I will play it with you.
It'll probably be on Xbox, unfortunately, just because I want the achievements, man.
You and your goddamn achievements,
dude. Over 200,000.
You have a problem.
I'm obsessed. I love them. I love them, man, and I like them all being in one place.
I mean, that's fair, but I don't know. If all your friends are on PC, I mean, I think you buy the game on PC. Just saying, there's people here to play with. What does the matchmaking matter if you've just got a bunch of people to squad up with?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just like playing on my Xbox still.
It's fine. That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
just my console of choice, man. And with my console being stronger than my PC now, it's like, well, I kind of want to play on my best device.
It's fair. That is fair. Um, yeah, but John, I know unfortunately we can't keep you around much longer. You have other plans this evening, but I do
Yeah.
appreciate you stopping by.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, so we're gonna take one more quick break here. I'm gonna see John off, and then I will be back by myself to wrap up the show and get ready to talk Destiny.
Oh yes, I dodged it.
You son of a bitch.
Yes.
We will be
Yes.
right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to transition between these two cuts in terms of like, how am I going to, like, I don't have audio to play between them. I might just plug the ad back in just to fill that gap. But I don't want to run two ads. Things to figure out. But yeah, just to kind of wrap up the show here. I did want to take a minute just to kind of talk about Destiny because I have been playing this week. You know, I actually haven't played the new stuff from this week, but you know, I've been getting a lot of the new guns. I've been getting a lot of you know, seeing a lot of the new perks and stuff like that. And I've actually been really, you know, readjusting some of my opinions there on like, ooh, like actually this perk might be really good, or this weapon, you know, normally I would look for it this way, but hey, with this perk setup, excuse me, I think it would actually be a lot better. So, you know, there's a lot of that, you know, if figuring that stuff out. So, you know, it's always a little bit of a struggle, but yeah, new season. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the seasonal activity off the rip. You know, usually I haven't, you know, whenever I have an opinion on these, and I usually am like, at first, I'm like, oh, this is really fun. You know, it's usually really fun for a while. Like overrides were really fun that first week. Second week were less fun. I didn't like the moon environment as much. Europa was my favorite, and then the third week was not great. The one on Earth was fun. Um, you know, Battlegrounds, the last one was the only one that wasn't like always fun, but overall was really good. Battlegrounds are still my favorite like seasonal activity in that game that they've ever made. Um, this whole new one, I hope it gets better. I've seen some stuff that might imply it gets cooler. So I'm hoping it's a mode that gets better as it goes and just gets like cooler and cooler. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. I keep noticing like spots on my monitor, and I keep trying to clean them because this has a white background. I can't get that off. This is a nightmare. This is a waking nightmare. Not being able to clean this thing off my monitor. Oh my god, I hate my life. Um, yeah. So, um, I'm not big on this seasonal activity yet. Hoping it gets better, but you know, and then the second part of the activity where you go into like the ascendant plane and do stuff, that's just okay. It's still early, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe this is a backloaded season. So maybe this is something that, you know, I'm just not a fan of it now, but by the end of the season, maybe I'm coming back and like, oh, I was totally wrong about this stuff. This stuff is incredible. Like, I love it. That's what I'm hoping for. But the guns are cool. I'm getting a lot of other stuff. I got a Death Adder that I just adore. Um, and it really sucks that SMGs are not part of the meta right now, just in terms of like champion mods and stuff like that, because I really want to be using my SMG. But I'm still using my Chroma Rush, which I don't hate by any means. I got a Subsistence Rampage Chroma Rush, so it just keeps reloading after kills and then keeps doing more damage after kills. It's a great gun. I love it. I've been using Cartesian Coordinate, a new fusion, not a new fusion, but a new compared to what I was using. With the fusion buff and having Vorpal on it, it's been huge. It's been you know, a huge addition to my arsenal. Um, yeah, and I got the Ritual Rocket finally, which I'm not super impressed with. I It's fine. Uh, you know, the thing is the perk on it, the radiant light, only gives it like a 15% damage buff, which is like the same as Vorpal, and it's just not worth it at that point. That's not enough. It's cool because you could proc it on everything, I guess, but I would rather use it for like ad clear and like chain reaction or something. And it has ambitious, so I have to use it more in PvE. But it's so far I'm not like particularly impressed, but we'll see what happens. Um, yeah, I mean, this new season has a lot of really cool stuff. I feel like they're kind of playing it a little close to the chest. They're keeping their cards, hidden. And I feel like this is a season that's going to get better as time goes on. It's not one that's just going to start good and like just, kind of do what it does. I feel like they're going to gradually release more and more stuff, and the season's going to get better as we go on. Because it's going to be a very long season. I feel like they planned around that. So I'm hoping that's the case. Right now, it's still good. It's just, I don't feel like I have to be playing Destiny every day. I don't think I played. No, did I play yesterday? Yes, I did play yesterday a little bit. But I didn't play a ton, and I didn't do any of the seasonal stuff. I think I just played Iron Banner, which I finished the quest in that. Got a bunch of loot, nothing to write home about, but we got a bunch of stuff. Played with Ross, who's getting back into Destiny after, you know, I told him we were going to be talking about Destiny this week, and he was like, "Oh boy, I gotta get ready." Or no, last week, if you remember, last week when I was talking about the reveal, and he was like, "Oh boy, here comes the Destiny," and he sounded pretty excited, and he was checking to see if it was installed. We have played multiple times in the past week, so Ross is kind of back on the train. And enjoying it, it's not something that like I'm putting a gun to his head and being like, "You enjoy Destiny." No, he's actually been having a good time with it. He's been playing without me, you know. So we're playing the story stuff together, but he's back up to like the soft power cap. He's grinding it out. He's getting there, and I'm proud parent moment here. We played Banner together, and he played well, considering he's quite a bit under the power cap. But no, he's playing real well, and it's been fun playing that with Ross. Ross is one of those people that just like play games with him, and they just feel better. So it's been really good having him back on Destiny. But yeah, otherwise, I have a couple other games that I plan on playing in the near future. I picked up a couple games on Steam that I hope to have played for next week. I picked up Wildermyth, which is like why can't I think of the word I'm looking for right now? It's like a tactical RPG. Um, like it looks really cool. They describe it as a tabletop role playing. So character driven, procedurally generated tactical ARPG. So that looks like it could be pretty neat. I'm excited to give that a shot. I also did pick up one of my guiltiest pleasures. Cookie Clicker came to Steam and it's $5, but I know you can play it free in a browser. I bought Cookie Clicker. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'll buy Cookie Clicker for $5. I could spend $5 way worse than Cookie Clicker. I also picked up this game Mecha Knights, which just came out, and it looks kind of neat, and I kind of like the style of it, and I'm gonna give that a shot for next week, and just to kind of see what it looks like. So expect to hear something on that. I don't have a ton to kind of backfill this with. We talked news. The only thing we didn't talk about is that Bravely Default 2 is coming to PC. It's coming September 2nd, so the day this goes up. I'm probably not going to pick it up on Steam. September 2nd. I'm not going to pick it up on Steam only because I already have it on Switch and I've already put time into it. So for me, it doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense to do it. I don't know. Maybe I feel like it's a good Switch game. And I'm hesitant to be like, oh yeah, let me go pick this up on Steam. Maybe I'll play it more and then not. Whereas like I already have it on Switch. It's already good on Switch. And maybe I just, stick it out and just keep playing it on Switch. I like Bravely Default 2 a lot, and I hope to have a lot more to talk about it in that regard, later in the year. So yeah, that's really all I got. Just kind of peeking through Steam right now to see if there's anything like crazy on sale. Spiritfarer is on sale. Oh, pardon me. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean nothing else crazy that like jumps out. I didn't play any more Humankind this past week. That's not for lack of interest in the game. I just with Destiny being fresh, I didn't really have time to get to it. But Humankind is definitely a game that I'm gonna try and put more time into. We didn't play Monster Hunter this week because we wanted a little break. We played Parkitect instead. So yeah, I think that's really like the majority of everything. I'm not going to make this any longer than it needs to be. I know it's kind of a lousy, brief little outro, but just didn't want to. Felt weird, kind of ending the show right where we were, right there. So, yeah, it is what it is. What more can I do? But I appreciate you all listening. Thank you so much for being here and for continuing to support the show. We'll be back next week. I will have another guest. Ross will be on call, and we will have another podcast, another HalfGen podcast, as it were. Thank you so much. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.